Hello my friends, this is Ginny. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and welcome to another episode of what I found in my mother-in-law's vintage attic. So yes, I have been talking about these vintage patterns, and finally I am able to sit down, film them, and share them with you. They are absolutely beautiful. The images on some of these envelopes, actually in all of these envelopes, are amazing. I don't know what you do with your vintage patterns, but I will tell you what I do with them. I tend to fussy cut the images on the envelope and use them in my journal. The paper on the inside I will use to create backgrounds in my art journal projects, and I will use it to wrap happy mail or friend mail that I send out. So I use every bit of it. If I'm super motivated and not being lazy, before I fussy cut the images, what I will do is scan them so that I have the ability to print it again and use it again in future projects. So that's what I do with it. But these are absolutely gorgeous. I have 4 different bundles. I have a McCall bundle, a Simplicity bundle, a Butterick bundle, and then a Miscellaneous bundle. And if you are interested in any of these bundles, send me an email at happilyellaafter@gmail.com, and it is spelled the exact same way as my YouTube channel. These are going to be available for purchase through PayPal, friends and family. So once I receive your email, if it's available, if the lot's still available, I will email you with my PayPal info. And once you have that PayPal info, I'm going to ask that you make payment within 1 hour of receiving that PayPal info. If I don't receive that payment within an hour, then I'm going to move on to the next person if someone else is interested in that lot. And the reason I do friends and family is because that avoids the need for me to have to pay fees. And I am pricing these lots to move them, so I would prefer not to pay fees. If you want an invoice through PayPal, then that is going to add an additional I think there's a fee for sending invoices. I don't know. I will have to look into it. But PayPal, friends and family, easiest way to go. Also, I tend to ship on Saturdays. That's the only time I can get out to ship. I do work full time, and so yeah. On occasion, I might be able to get out during the week, and if that happens, yay. But as soon as your item ships, I will notify you with your tracking, but keep in mind that I ship once a week, and that tends to, well, that's on Saturdays. So all that out of the way, let me share with you this beautiful, beautiful bundle of McCall patterns. And oh my gosh, my friends, look how beautiful. These images are stunning. And this one is 1946. Isn't she pretty? Let me move all this stuff out of the way. So there's one. This next one is, let's see, 1947. 1947. Beautiful, isn't that? It's 1947. Here is 1949. Beautiful. So what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be scanning these before I ship them, because they are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is going to be my workaround for not keeping these. 1950 is this one. And this one, there are 3 of them in this bundle. So, oops, sorry, I knocked the camera. Look at the baby one. This one is 1949. Isn't that beautiful? Here's another. This one is 1949. So these McCall ones seem to be 49 and 50s, like late 49, early 50. Here we have a belt. 1952. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Isn't this gorgeous? 1950. That would make some beautiful ephemera. So yeah, one of the most common question I get asked is how can I bear to part with these? They are all so cool. With everything that I've shown so far, from the fashion ephemera to the vintage cards to now, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, how are you crazy parting with these? This is 1950. Well, the whole point of this entire process is I'm trying to help my mother-in-law de-stash, and I don't want her hoard to become my hoard. So while I'm sure she would be okay with me keeping all of this stuff, I don't want to. I really don't want to. This is 1950. I am in the process of downsizing my own crafty space. I've been holding de-stashes in, you know, effort to kind of cut down what I have, and the last thing I want to do is add more. This is 1950. So my workaround and my way of satisfying the urge to incorporate these beautiful images in my own artwork is I scan them. Okay, I scan them and off they go. This is 1953. And this one is the last one from the McCall bundle, and this is 1950. So for this McCall lot, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like you're getting about 15 of these beautiful patterns. That's McCall. I have this little bin next to me that I'm keeping everything. Okay, so the next group is going to be the Butterick pattern. And these are, I don't know, I've been trying to find the year on these, but I don't find them. But I mean, you know they're vintage. Just look at the prices. 35 cents, 35 cents. These are all sold for 35 cents. We have one that's 50 cents, and then we have one that's $1. And the one from the $1 has a date of it on it of 1975. So everything else is going to be below that in terms of age. I should say older than that. So let me share with you the Butterick printed patterns. So here's the first one. Beautiful. And there's the asking price. So these are definitely vintage. Definitely vintage. Shouldn't be that hard to find a date on these, right? And still I can't find the date on these. Here's another. Beautiful. Another. You get 2 of that one. What do they say? The very definition of insanity is when you keep doing the same thing over and over again and anticipating or expecting a different result. I keep looking at the back of each of these envelopes in the exact same spot, hoping that somehow a date is going to miraculously appear, but it's not. So These are adorable. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and then you have this one, which she's pretty thick. This one, again, this one has a handwritten date on it of 1975. So these are, and that one is priced at $1 Canadian. So I would imagine all of these others are going to be much older than that. So for the Butterick's bundle, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's Butterick's. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then I have the Simplicity. The Simplicity patterns are absolutely gorgeous, beautifully aged. Let's see if I can find a date on these. Don't know. Don't see a date. Don't see a date. But 45 cents. 45 cents. So you know that's old. There's one. There's another. 25 cents. So it's even older. This one, some of the heads are lopped off at the top, but you still have all of these beautiful images right here. 40 cents. Check this one out. $0.25. This one might be my favorite one. Look at these images. 35 cents. Look at those tiny waists. Oh my goodness. It's about the size of my thigh. And I'm looking at this half apron. I do have a small collection of half aprons. That reminded me. Half aprons that I pulled from her house. And she explained to me that some of them are handmade and some of them are machine made. But she says they're all vintage. So at some point I will be filming that. That's fun. This is 75 cents. 1970. 1970. Got a date on that one. 1971. No date on this one, or if there is a date, I don't see it, but it's 40 cents. 35 cents. These cute little babies. Look at the little one eating, I guess. That little one eating. So cute. $0.45. Awesome. Here's another apron one. This one's 50 cents. $19.66. 1966. Where was the date on that one? It was near the top here. I don't see it on this particular one. But anyway, this one was 40 cents at the time. This is also one of my favorite ones because you don't see very many of these patterns, especially these vintage ones, at least in my experience, with male models on it. So that's kind of cool. and I don't know the date for that one. So for the Simplicity, oh, it's 15 cents at the time, so you know this one's super old. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 patterns available in the Simplicity bundle. And then the final bundle, let me just move this down to the side. Goodness gracious, is going to be this Miscellaneous lot, because I didn't know how else to group it, so that's what I did. So this one is by Vogue, 75 cents. Let's see. I don't see the date. If there's a date on here, I don't see it, but it was priced 75 cents at the time. This is by Vogue. Here's another Vogue one. Also Vogue. I don't see a date on this one. Has a price on it. Original price $3.50. It's beautiful. Here's another Vogue. 40 cents. I'm sorry, 30 cents. Beautiful images. This one is by New York Pattern. New York Patterns. Love these images. Aren't they beautiful? Look at these images. Stunning. Stunning. Let's see if we can get a date on this one. I don't see a date on that one either. Here's another. This one is Advance. 15 cents. Don't see a date. Story of my life, right? This one is by Style. Has a handwritten 38 on that. I'm not sure what that's about. It looks like it was written in pen. And this one is 1972. Those are beautiful. Those outfits, my goodness. Here's New York Pattern, another New York Pattern. 35 cents. And then I have these. I'm not sure. These aren't packaged in anything. It says just printed pattern, and it has this information on it, but it doesn't have much else. And it comes with this awesome, oh my gosh, I would love to use this in one of my art journal pages, in my art journal books. But that's how it is. That's how it comes. So that's how you'll get it. Got that one. Then next this one. That one. This, I don't know who this brand is. Don't really, the paper is beautifully aged. Not sure who it is though. Then there's this one. And I don't know if there's anything particularly fancy or like pricey about these, or rarity, I don't know. But two of them were in these little sleeves. Not sure why. Could be that that's just what she had available and that's what she put them in, or it just could signify something more. I don't know. But then you have this one, which is for the hats. So I'm just going to keep it right back it goes in that same sleeve. I don't know. And then there's this one also in a sleeve. Okay, so for this last lot, which I guess I'm going to call it New York pattern. Why not? I'm going to call the last one the New York bundle. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I'm going to call this one the New York bundle. So that, I think, is going to be my entire share for this video, going on 21 minutes long. My goodness. If you're interested in any of these bundles, kindly send me an email at happilyeverafter@gmail.com. And a quick welcome to all of my new subscribers who have come over from Diane's channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I hope you will find something that tickles your fancy. And definitely be on the lookout for future videos, because I do have much more to post. It is a slow going process. I've mentioned this. I might have even mentioned it in the beginning of this video. I do work full time, so I do this whenever I can find some free time to sit down and film. But I do have quite the assortment of items waiting to be filmed. And guess what? Exploring my mother-in-law's attic has inspired me to go into my own attic. I have a very irrational fear of my attic and what's going on in my attic. I have not been in my attic since we purchased this home and moved in some many years ago. And I know that the woman who lived here before me stored some of her items in the attic. And when we were doing the home inspection prior to moving in, the inspector told me that there are quite a few boxes up in the attic. So I have been inspired and motivated to get over my very irrational fear and go into the attic. And so far, I've only basically pulled the door down, climbed up, like popped my head in and grabbed whatever was within arm's reach, because I was too chicken to go in much further. And it was also oppressively hot up there. And I did find some awesome things that I will share with you, because they're so cool. So very cool. And to think there are more items up there, but I don't know how quickly I'm going back up there. I know I'm a very rational person, but it's a very irrational fear I have of going up into that attic. And my husband's not going to do it for me, because he thinks I'm being irrational and I should go up there and do it myself. And he's right. So I will eventually, but I will share with you what I did manage to pull quickly from the short little time that I spent up there. So thank you, my friends. I will catch you all in the next video. Until next time, bye bye.